So that didn't really go as expected. I wanted to film a video about my dad's Golf R32, but it's his second car. He has a BMW M140i, and this is his second car, which he mainly drives for fun and on the track. It really has some cool modifications for the Nürburgring, which I really wanted to tell you about, but the battery died, and here I am with the sunset in the middle of nowhere. I can't get the car started. There was another car which wanted to pass me, but I was in the middle of the road and I wanted to start it and I couldn't get it started. So it's not very nice. The sun is perfect right now. These conditions are really rare for in the Netherlands. I've waited a whole week to record this video because of the rainy, typical Dutch weather, and everything now goes wrong, which really sucks. So I think I'll be here for a couple of hours stuck in the middle of nowhere with a nice sunset and a Golf R32. I just put the car in neutral and we pushed it back a little bit, but if we get in the car and I'll try to start it, it's not really turning on the way I want. So put the key in and I can't even push it. It isn't even turning around, the key. Maybe close the door, I don't know. Oh, the sunset, really, it is not going. You've got to be kidding me. I can't even turn it around right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. This is really not good. I just called my mom. She isn't really home, so I need to wait until she's home. But I was also looking if I could maybe go to that house over there or there. Maybe just ask if they want to help me. Yeah, this really sucks. I don't know what to do. So I think I'll have to go to that house over there. Hopefully some friendly people live there that want to help me. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So, small update. The local over there is going to help me. I can't even put it in a gear right now, which is also not good. Can't put it in neutral, so we can push the car anywhere. But the local is getting some cables in the car. Hopefully he can save the day and we can still record a video. Otherwise I'll have to wait a week again before the Dutch weather is coming with some very cool sun. So here we are. It is now the morning after the battery died. My father actually doesn't think that it was the battery. I don't know what it was. It was quite strange. I couldn't turn the wheel around, so I also couldn't put the key in and turn it around, which was very strange. We actually called some mechanics to come over and check the battery, maybe recharge them or replace it. But after like 20 times trying it, it just started. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'm glad it worked and nothing else happened yet. So I hope it will remain like that. As I already expected, the weather is dramatic. Welcome to the Netherlands, where you have a nice sunset. Any morning after, it is raining. I really don't want to wait a week again before I can record a video with my dad's Golf R32. Because I'm really hyped about this video and otherwise I was not able to upload a video today. So let's start off with introducing the Golf R32 of my dad. It is not your usual Golf. It is a R32, which stands for a 3.2 liter VR6. And you're probably thinking, VR6, what's that? Well, let me open the hood and I will show you. And there are also some cool modifications on this car and under the hood that I really want to show you. So let's open up the latch. And then we can pop the hood open like this, and you see the V6 in a Golf, which is absolutely insane. I don't know who came on this idea, but thank you so much for putting a V6 in a Golf. It is not a V6, it's actually called a VR6, which means the V6 is in 15 degrees, which is really remarkable. The most V6 are in a 90 degrees, but this is 15 degrees. So Golf calls it the VR6. I know it says V6, but the official name is VR6 of the motor code, I believe. I don't know the whole backstory behind the VR6. This is, by the way, the Mark V. The Mark IV R32 is even rarer than this. You don't see them often driving around, especially in the Netherlands, so quite unique. So this is the V6 with 15 degrees, which means they are standing like this to each other instead of 90 degrees. It is quite hard to explain, but yeah, a very strange motor. I've never seen it before, the engine, like the 2.3 liter EcoBoost of my Focus RS, but it's really cool. And over here we have a Forge carbon intake, which does the job pretty good. Let me show you around the car and close the hood, because my dad also has some really cool wheels and brakes, as you can see. These brakes are the Brembo Z18s, big brake kits, which are actually from Porsche, from Golfer with a 6. They are painted in solar beam yellow, which you may know from the Mercedes AMG. And these brakes are made for the Porsche Cayenne, including Turbo and Turbo S, which means they brake really good, because the Porsche Cayenne obviously has more horsepower and it weighs a lot more. So the brakes are so good on this car, it's unbelievable. Also on the Nürburgring, brakes are just fantastic, and they match really good with these Milltek wheels. I really like them. My dad had before some RS6 C6 wheels, I believe, or RS4 B7, I don't know, one of them. But these wheels look very good. I like them a lot, especially with the Porsche big brake kit. Lovely. Let me take you to the back, because this is what's the car about the sound of the VR6, which is absolutely unique. It really sounds like a Nissan GTR, but the engine is naturally aspirated, and the GTR has 2 turbos. But this is a naturally aspirated V6 or VR6, and it absolutely sounds amazing, especially with the Milltek non-resonated exhaust. You might already hear it growling. This is the Milltek non-resonated catback exhaust, which increases the noise more than a resonated exhaust. And the best thing about the exhaust is that they fill the gap in the diffuser or the bumper really well, because the normal pipes are much smaller and they don't fit the gap really well. But the sound of this is just amazing. You must hear it in real life. You guys are going to experience in a bit. And another thing which improves the driving experience very well is the KW suspension coilovers, which are easily adjustable by this button. Oh, and by the way, you also got an Alcantara shift knob. Let me put it in S, and then I can show you guys this. So this is the KW coilover suspension, which is adjustable. Purple means soft mode, red means track setting, that is not so soft anymore, and blue, which is good, but not for this road. I mean, not quite useful on this sand. So I just put it in the softest mode, which is actually the best for daily driving. And another thing that I want to show you, which improves the stability of the car good, is the strut brace, which my dad actually installed himself. It just puts the car together, which improves the stability of the car. Looks good. I actually don't know how it feels with and without. I haven't driven a lot in his R32, so I don't know how it really feels, but I think it improves the stability a lot, as he says. And then the other last things is this custom Alcantara steering wheel, which yeah, fits really good with the Alcantara shift knob on the DSG. And the DSG is also retuned. The DSG, which means direct shift gearbox, no, it is not a manual, it is a DSG. So it goes 284 kilometers an hour instead of 250. But what's the difference? It is retuned. The stock DSG was not really good. It shifted very late and it shifted very early back into first, which is not good for the gearbox and not good for the car. It is a major improvement. My dad was really happy. I picked up the car when it was done and he was really happy. It just felt like a whole other car, which he did at the DSG doctor, which is somewhere in the east of the Netherlands. Very specialized people. They do it very good and it drives very, very smooth. Also very remarkable is the low mileage. Literally 1 kilometer away from 110,000 kilometers. My dad bought it under 100,000 kilometers. We actually put the 100,000 kilometers on it together. I can still remember that day. It was very fun, but not driven a lot with it, especially because it is the fun car, it's track car. The BMW M140i is the daily driver. And this car is just to have fun, which we are going to do. Definitely put on your headphones because the exhaust is insane. So let's go. I've been waiting a long time to drive this car for this YouTube channel. Finally here, no sun, very rainy, but it should not spoil the fun. I am very sure about that. I can't put my Insta360 camera on the roof because it's raining, unfortunately. So that's also a bit of a shame. Quite some wet conditions. Let's take it easy with the car. I mean, wet conditions. Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. Not the best road either. Ha! Sounds good. Big V8, the Americans. Right, so finally some asphalt. Let me put it in S, which stands for sport. The gearbox will immediately drop some gears and wants you to drive very aggressive, or let me say having fun. So let me put it in sport and you should hear this. Immediately 3 gears. The sound of that VR6 is just insane. It always puts a smile on my face. Oh, it is so extremely loud. Also from outside the car. Oh, I love the exhaust. The Milltek does the job so good. Actually, the exhaust might be too good. As I said earlier, you have the Milltek resonated and non-resonated exhaust, which means that the non-resonated exhaust have 0 valves and it has a higher pitch, but the exhaust might be too good. We went to the Nürburgring several times with my dad and my brother, so I have 3 people in the car and 1 should go in the back seat. It is downshifting automatically. I'm not doing anything. I'm using these shift pedals, but it wants to drive very aggressively. This is not a great point. Oh man. What is this? I can't see anything. So my brother or I should go in the back seat. And it is so loud, it is very annoying to the ears. When you're on the highway, the pitch is just annoyingly loud. Which is quite fun, but not very good. The car only has 6 gears. Which means on the highway you still have a very high pitch. Let's take a left over here. Oh no. I should have passed that thing. Really. Oh, it is so much fun driving a car like this. It steers also amazingly, so directly. Great for the Nürburgring, as I said earlier. Let's take a left over here. Wow, it is so busy. I'm going to turn around and take the same route back. exhaust notes. That's only like 4,000 RPM. Still 3,000 RPM to go to the red line. But the sound, well, it never gets boring. Really, it just never gets old. Oh, nice action. What is he doing? He didn't even look or put his indicator out. So let's go back in this extremely dangerous corner. And let's go. The thing about this car is, yes, it is very loud, but is it very fast? It isn't slow, but it is extremely fast. It makes more sound than it's actually accelerating. So the car has 250 horsepower stock. The car is from 2006. So you should imagine that it is a lot from 2006. Especially comparing the competitors like the BMW 130i or the Subaru WRX STI. But this car is just so legendary and playful. It is so loud. Let's go to 5,000. Oh, the sound of that VR6 is just so absolutely unique. I saw that a car is coming, so let's take it easy over here. Yeah, thanks for waiting. He should, but so I haven't driven this car a lot since I have my driver's license. But when I drive it, it just puts a big smile on my face. The sound is so unique. As I said, you can compare it to the Nissan GTR, but that is twin turboed, and this is naturally aspirated, which means it doesn't have any. It shifts back automatically. So let me put it in D, so I can decide my gears on my own. I'm back on this bumpy road again. So this road is so bad that I hear the stones even louder than the exhaust, which is not good. And now the suspension really saves the day. Oh, finally some asphalt. Oh, the suspension is really good, as I said earlier. It is adjustable from KW, which is a really popular brand in suspensions. And the modes are just perfectly. Let me put it in something less soft, which is red, and I can instantly feel the difference. Let me put it back for you guys, otherwise the whole video will be shaking. So you have blue, pink and red. Blue is the most soft, red is very stiff, made for the track. Let's accelerate less a bit, shift back to second, and listen to that VR6. Full throttle. It is absolutely fast, but the sound is just like you're going to 200 kilometers an hour already. But it is pulling ridiculously fast. This car has 320 Newton meters of torque. I think it has a bit more. I don't know exactly how much more. My dad put it on the dyno at the DSG doctor when he adjusted the software for the DSG, for the gearbox, and it had 258 horsepower. So the exhaust, the intake, they deliver a bit more HP. The car will be 18 years old this year, and the car is still very healthy, and it is still delivering the right horsepower, which is absolutely cool. A lot of cars lose their health and the horsepower through the years. Oh, that absolutely sounds amazing. These corners, This car is just made to drive and have a lot of fun with it. Oh, and the brakes are so good too. The Brembo Z18s, the big brake kit from Porsche. Actually from Gulfer, but the brakes are on a Porsche Cayenne and a Cayenne Turbo S. Oh, that sounds. My dad owns the car for almost 3 years now. End of this year he owns it for 3 years. The car was imported from Sweden by the previous owner. My dad bought it with around 90,000 kilometers, which is not a lot. Actually, quite rare to find a Golf R32 with that low mileage, relatively. It means that the car has driven around 500 kilometers a month, which is absolutely nothing. And it is quite rare to find those in those conditions. The market of the R32 is actually increasing in price. Some people use it as an investment object, which is quite a shame, because you really need to drive these cars. They are made for that, and it's absolutely a shame if you put it in a barn and just hope that the price will increase, which is actually doing, but it's not increasing like a Carrera GT or something. My dad just bought it from someone else. It was completely stock then, with chrome accents, and he customized it. Black grille, black accents, no chrome anywhere. And the VR6 is still healthy, which you can hear. It sounds so amazing. And the steering is just so awesome. I am really upset because of the weather. I waited a whole week for the sunset, and as you might have seen, it didn't turn out very well. Oh, the sound, downshift. The VR6 is so special. It's incredible. Let's just wait over here. Oh, he's turning. Let's do a small acceleration. I'm not even going fast. The sound is just outstandingly loud. The exhaust is just... I'm not going ridiculously fast. I mean, the exhaust is giving more sound than the actual speed of the car. Quite a shame that I am... Oh man. This traffic is just ridiculous today. What is going on? Oh, the steering. I'm being followed by a car, so let's take it easy. It is not really what I had in mind, but I hope you guys still enjoy. So if you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and it really helps my channel a lot. So this was the first 6-cylinder on my channel. The next video is going to be about my dad's BMW 140i, which also is a beast. It's literally a sheep in wolf clothes. The car doesn't look that angry, but the performance is just mind-blowing. Don't forget to put on the bell if you're subscribed. Let's do one last acceleration before I end the video. Someone walking on the road, not very handy. Watch out for these guys. And one last time, let's shift it back and hear the sound of the amazing VR6 that Volkswagen created. Amazing. Wow. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video about my dad's other car, which is the BMW M140i.